Welcome to Reach Out, the program that highlights the amazing work carried out by local nonprofits, the wonderful people who lead these organizations, and the committed volunteers who give of themselves but wind up receiving even more. I'm Bernadette Wagner, Director of Volunteer Washington County, and today I'm pleased to introduce Becky Hein of the Literacy Council of Washington County. The Literacy Council promotes literacy by providing free, individualized tutoring for those who want to improve their reading, writing, math, spelling, and punctuation skills. They also teach conversation skills to ESL community. Literacy is a critical pillar of a successful life, and the Literacy Council seeks to help build that foundation one skill at a time. Thank you, Becky, for joining me.
You're quite welcome. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy that you're here too. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the Literacy Council? I had so much fun reading the website and learning all about how there was a different organization and how the different iterations it went through to get to where you are today. Just provide us a little glimpse back.
I don't remember all of the names that it used to be, but way back when, Edith Carsey had the Literacy Council at Trinity Lutheran Church, and she ran it for years and years and years as the reading center. And when she was ready to step down, Barbara Krieger was willing to step in and take over. And so after she had her training, she and mostly she took over the Literacy Council. And she had it for a good many years and had all of the books and things in her basement.
And didn't she work with the Literacy Council of Frederick County to get trained and all that?
She did. We have worked with the Frederick County quite a bit. We still do.
Okay.
We depend on them to help send tutor trainers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one here in the county that's trained as a trainer.
Okay.
And so we depend on Frederick County to help us train new tutors. But Barbara, for quite a while, was the only person running the Literacy Council. And after I was trained, I asked her if she needed help, and she gave me a list of 25 students that she needed help evaluating. So I helped evaluate those students, and with the help of some other folks, we were able to get the...
And how long ago was that?
I think that was, I was trained in the early 90s.
Okay.
And so that's about when this Literacy Council got going.
And I think I read that for a while the funds and everything was kept in Frederick County, and then the Literacy Council here was established in and of itself in 1997?
That sounds about right,
okay.
Yes.
Well, how many trainers do you currently have in Washington County?
We currently have about 40 tutors.
40 tutors.
I'm the only tutor trainer.
Oh, okay, okay.
So there's a little bit of a difference there. Training other tutors I'm the only one that does that.
And are you looking for more trainers or more tutors?
We're always looking for both.
Okay.
Especially tutors.
Okay.
But we do need some more trainers as well.
And how many students do you currently have that are participating in literacy training right now?
I would say we have about 50 students right now.
Mm-hmm.
We have about 25 or so that are on the waiting list.
Wow.
So we have a good many Hispanic students right now. The Latino community has gotten quite active, or the Hispanic community has gotten quite active here in Washington County, and they have a good many students that they would like for us to be able to help them with.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we don't have the tutors to be able to help with that.
So that brings me to one of the big reasons you're on the show is to talk about some upcoming trainings that the Literacy Council is going to be offering, and you would like people to consider volunteering to become tutors.
Yes.
Could you talk about the training session and what would be expected of them as tutors?
We have a training coming up October 5th and 12th. It's a 2-day training. Those are both Saturdays. The training runs from about 8:45 until 4 in the afternoon. And when they come for the training, they don't need to know any educational background whatsoever. They only need to be able to read.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody can read, they can teach somebody else how to read or how to speak English. You do not need to know another language to be able to teach somebody how to speak English. In fact, it almost works better if you don't know Spanish and you're teaching somebody that only speaks Spanish how to speak English. Most of the students that we get are not very, very basic students.
Mm-hmm.
But in our training, we start with the very basics.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a non-English speaker, we would introduce ourselves, hello, how are you, that kind of thing. But most of the students do have a little bit of English, and the same thing with reading. Most students have a little bit of reading.
So they're looking to improve their skills.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But we start out with the Laubach method of teaching somebody how to speak English or how to read. And Frank Laubach started this back in about the Depression age, when he didn't have funds to continue teaching the way he had been. And so he started an each one, teach one. So we pair people one-to-one, one tutor with one student, and work at their speed, on their skills. So we're really trying to meet the individual needs.
And do students graduate from this program, and what is an average length of time that a tutor works with a student?
We ask tutors to be willing to commit to 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, students start at all different levels. Sometimes the student just wants to get a driver's license, and so once they've gotten that, they figure they're done.
Okay.
A lot of students get frustrated and drop out of the program before they would graduate.
Mm-hmm.
The Laubach method starts with teaching the ABCs and will take a student clear through the 5th grade. So a student could graduate from all 4 books, but then they could continue reading beyond that, and we have books to continue beyond that level.
And who are some of your partners? I believe you partner with some churches and the library?
We get a lot of the tutors from the newspaper,
Okay.
but we also advertise in the library. We're looking forward to the new library being open and having spaces again to be able to tutor.
That's terrific. Well, I'd like to thank Becky for taking time to join us on Reach Out, and also thank you, our viewing audience, for tuning into today's program. If you know someone who would like to improve their literacy skills, please encourage them to give the Literacy Council a call today. And if you would like to teach those who need help in improving their literacy skills, check out Volunteer Washington County's website and look for tutoring opportunities. If you can read, thank a teacher. Better yet, thank a teacher by becoming a teacher of literacy skills. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.